brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today. Johnny is with us in Irvine, California. Hi, Johnny. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi there. Thank you for taking my call. How are you guys?
Better than we deserve. What's up?
Great. Well, I'm calling to see what you guys would do if you were in my shoes. I'm 22 years old. I fully support myself. I take home about $5,000 per month. I have zero debt. I have $60,000 in savings, a $3,000 emergency fund. And I've been listening for the past year or so, and some of my friends and mentors are into long-term real estate investing. So I've been saving toward that for the past couple of years. Ideally, I'd like to start building some long-term wealth, and so I just wanted to see what you guys would do if you were in my shoes.
Wow. You are beyond ahead of the game. Well done. Very well done.
Thank you.
Well, I probably have a different view on real estate investing than your mentors.
Sure.
And I probably own more than they do. Given that I own about $600 million worth. Okay. But anyway, I do not believe in borrowing money, Johnny, because you've heard that listening to the show, and I don't for my real estate investing. I pay cash for it. And so the first real estate investing I did, and I've always loved real estate, that I did after going broke and starting completely over, and with this new I don't borrow money thing as a part of the guidelines, was I didn't do real estate investing at first. I just started piling money in mutual funds. And when I got enough in an index fund is what I used, an S&P 500 index fund, it took me about 5 years to buy my first income-producing property. I paid cash for it. And then I took all of those rents, net of expenses, and any other money I could, and I threw it in an index fund until I had enough to buy another property. And then I took all the rents from the two properties and any money I could scrape together from anywhere else, book royalties or whatever else, and I bought another property for cash. And every time I bought another property for cash, I had more cash flow to buy another property faster than I did the one before. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
That is a very long-term play versus what you have been considering until this phone call.
Sure.
Because you're thinking about getting up a down payment and going buying a nice little duplex in California.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm telling you to wait and pay cash for it, which your friends aren't going to like. And I don't really care. They're wrong.
That's true.
But you called knowing you were going to get a different take, which tells me you're actually interested in this take.
I am, yeah. I've just been curious what to do because I feel like I've been saving decently, and I'd like to continue that. But you know, once you get a certain amount of money, I feel like it burns a little bit of a hole in your pocket.
Yep.
You're ready to jump into it.
Yeah, and you've done really well, Johnny. I mean, let's face it. You're 22 years old. You have $60,000 in the bank and no debt at all, and you're making $5K a month. You're killing it. Ding, ding.
I appreciate that.
Very impressive.
And it doesn't sound like you lead a super luxurious lifestyle. You're a saver.
I try to be, for sure. There's a balance.
So the key is to keep living on less than you make.
What would be interesting if you want to be really nerdy, I don't know how nerdy you are, I'm real nerdy, is, and I've done this a couple of times, it always works, that's why I'm putting you up to it, is if you say, all right, when I'm 42, would I rather own $10 million worth of real estate with $8 million worth of debt? Or would I rather own $3 million worth of paid-for real estate?
Yeah, I think the clear answer is the $3 million.
Yeah, and then here's the exercise. Run out the purchase snowball, which is not a debt snowball, but the way I talked about a while ago. Rents, buy more, buy more, buy more, buy more. Everything's folded back into the next deal, and the slower start ends up with a faster end. The faster start ends up with a slower end. My way is slower start, but has a big time payoff at the end because it hockey sticks from an exponential mathematical equation perspective. Does any of that make sense?
Yeah, definitely it does.
Because when you get all this property that's sitting there paid for, you are buying more property faster than you would have if you had a whole bunch of property that's not even close to paid for and it's not cash flowing nearly as generously. So the math says I can buy more property faster now. It's ridiculous what my real estate fund now looks like from my real estate income. You know, now, because I'm at the back of the story, right? So, but I can't get people to think long term. And I might have just got one 22-year-old to do it, though.
I'm impressed. He sounded interested.
Yeah.
If we could just get off TikTok, we'll get there.